So you're a beginner needing some Angular projects? You reached the right video. Let me explain. This video was brought to you by DigiLink Academy, your #1 source to learning programming fast and get to that 6-figure salary you desire. Our 30-day project course includes our JavaScript front-end projects, our Python back-end projects, our SQL database projects, and much, much more. So go ahead and click the link below to our free 7-step guide so that you can start reaching your programming goals today. I'll see you guys in the course. All right, guys, before we get into these projects, I want to set the tone of this. You're going to have two different types of projects. You're going to have the projects that are more training related projects that's going to teach you how the fundamentals of programming and more of the entry level stuff. And then you're going to have the real world projects, the stuff that a company actually needs that's going to also give you an opportunity to get you a job, really set you apart from other developers who are using Angular and be able to provide more value to a company using Angular as well. And most of the projects, we're going to say all of the projects in this video is going to be real world projects that you're going to be able to use in different areas, as is your portfolio for your resume, your resume during the interview, showcase how you can help solve problems and go beyond all this. I'm going to cover this at a very high level, guys. We get into a lot more details in a 7-step guide. We'll talk about that later on in the video, and also our 30-day project Launchpad course. So we're going to cover this at a very high level. So I just want to set the expectations of this video. But before we get started, guys, tell me about some of the projects that you guys are working with, that you struggle with, that may not necessarily be what you want, but you got to start from somewhere so that we can help you guys really take your projects to the next level when it comes to Angular, guys. So I made some points here that I wanted to cover and make sure I hit on these so that I can get all these for you guys. So number one, every company's got some kind of system that they input orders in across all systems. Some companies call it different things, work orders, loads. You got banks to use withdrawals and deposits. At the end of the day, where you do to conduct your business, take in orders. Every company has some form of this, and they call this their main system. Well, this process is done, depending on how big the company is, thousands of millions of times. And every time the person has to input the information into the computer system, let's just say a web app, all that stuff. It would be great if you can automate some of that, if not the entire process, depending on who that person is, what they're typing, the order, get certain information to really start to auto-populate. Angular can help out with that, guys, to really try to automate that process from a visual perspective. A lot of you guys just think about front end as a visual type user interface GUI, that's true. But we gotta get beyond that so that we can help stand out and actually solve problems beyond the actual design. And just to be quite frank with you guys, once you've done that initial project where you've actually prettied up, and I use the word prettied up their website, actually get them that first design, they're going to leverage that design for years. So you got to find a way to provide additional value outside of that. And these 5 projects, you notice out of these 10 projects that I talked to you guys about in this video, that's not one of them, because I'm assuming you already done that and you're trying to find some more projects to be able to provide value. So after you do your initial design and initial website or whatever you may do to their user interface, now we want to bring some automation to the table in that order entry portion of it. And this can be in any section of it. It's just order entry is one that we know every company is going to need in some form of fashion. So that's number one. Number two, mobile friendly CRMs or web apps. This is becoming a thing. And I know you guys may think, hey, company has a iOS or a Android app, which is true. There's some development there, but there's going to be a segment of that business who want to use that main CRM or that main order system on a mobile device, maybe Safari, maybe Google Chrome. We are on our computers a lot, but we're on our phones more. Well, let's just say a sales manager or something like that is in a meeting. They just need to get something quick off that CRM. It might not be a heavy use case, but it is a use case. There's a lot of that can be done in a mobile friendly environment, maybe a tablet, maybe a phone. There's a lot of opportunities for Angular with that to really make sure it detects the display that you're working on, and you can optimize that user experience based off of that. And a lot of you guys overlook that because you're so focused on the web app side of things over there on Android or Apple Store. You forget about the browsers that, you know, a lot of people, even some hyperlinks, go to the website, and their website is not optimized for mobile, and there's so many possibilities that can be done there. I would say that was more one of the most less utilized projects throughout. We can have a whole video, whole 3 hours of that alone, but just hit on this high level is that mobile app development as far as browser app development. Number 3, performance improvements. And let me put this in layman's terms as a developer, front-end developer, Angular developer, because you guys think, hey, everything on the server side that's performance related, I don't have to worry about that. You're wrong. Even software developers have to think about performance, because over time, as you scale and you see how Azure and AWS, they start to price stuff based off of compute, not just a actual VM. So it's going to be critical that your application run as efficient as possible. That being said, you got a lot of tools out there, but a lot of performance level projects. But one that comes to mind off the top is lazy load, to where, hey, you got this big long web page. Why would I load all the stuff on the bottom where my display haven't got down there yet? That could save a ton of computing resources over time. So many legacy applications don't have that functionality, guys. You can bring that alone will help the performance of other areas of the application without even impacting the one that alongside of impacting the one that you're working on as well. And that's one of the projects that a lot of you guys should overlook as well. The lazy load, that's one that's not as sexy anymore, but that was game changing for companies who use a ton of data that just needed that boost of performance without having to invest more money on the infrastructure side, guys, on that piece of it. Number 4, custom progress bars. And a lot of you guys may think custom project bar. No, right? We got the little load sign. No, I don't want that. I want a dynamic load based off of what they're doing on that application. Because what you're going to find out is people hit the abort button too fast, and the processes are still running in the background only because they don't know what the application is doing. You need to have custom progress bars based off of what procedures that they're doing, so that you can set expectations, so that you can at least let them know that the application is still running. That alone will help you guys be able to determine, hey, my end users can report back to me, yeah, it takes this many time to complete this specific task. And now you can go back to number 3 to optimize your lazy loads, the area you get more information about your application, don't even know it. That's another one, guys, to be able to do. And the last one that we'll cover on this video is the reporting and dynamic reporting, guys. Just having information on the sidebar or in different areas of the application to be able to notify people that an issue has arisen. Let's just say you in your order taking app, and I'm taking an order for a customer who's 30 days behind. Well, don't wait till you do the work and can't collect the money. Why can't you alert that user right then as they're taking the order, talking to the client right there? Why can't you alert them right there on the screen as they put that customer information in there? That's the kind of stuff that's going to help you guys get to the next level. I would cover all 10 in this video. I don't want to do that. I want to really just give you an opportunity to learn at least some of the stuff. We got better projects alongside of this, guys, in our 7-step guide. I really want to make sure people in my community, that's in the DigiLink community, is actually going to get the heads, I'm gonna be quite frank. I want them to get the job because they are investing in themselves. So I want to just help out the general public to give them 5, but the other 5 we're going to actually save specifically for the DigiLink community, and also get into our 30-day developer course. So go ahead and get the click the link below to get the other 5. Like, subscribe to the content. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out our 30-day Launchpad course to really kind of get you ahead of the game and show you the full strategy to get a job as a beginner with no experience, and help you really implement these projects into your career. So if you haven't already, I'll put links to the 7-step guide on the screen. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.